set my cruise control in overdrive. Need to take my baby for a ride. Ooh, she's like a smooth stretch of highway. Ooh, like a cool summer breeze. If my motor's running right, or we might lose control tonight. Got the shape I love to squeeze, looks that bring me to my knees. Oh please, let it roll tonight.
Hi, everyone, and welcome once again to TW Teleproductions North Coast Game of the Week. And it is basketball time as we kick off the 2023-24 basketball campaign from Huron. If you haven't been able to tell already, we are going to head from the docks into the jungle at Huron High School as the Tigers get ready to host the St. Mary's Central Catholic Panthers in the lid lifter for this campaign. And both these teams kind of fun because they have new eras beginning. The Panthers under head coach Kyle Hammond, as our pregame brought to you by Baybell Restaurant and the Bayview Center Bait Shop, both located in Bayview. And the Tigers under first-year head coach Toby Miller. New eras for both teams. Same stuff. Huron Marching Band with the big gong waiting alongside. Maybe we'll hear that before the night's out. We all heard the gong the other night, that's for sure. But these fans getting set to go. And interesting theme night to get things started. Bobby James joining our radio crew.
The greatest thing in the world. He paid us well to get on here. He wants to get even for all those years you wouldn't let him.
He just was having all sorts of fun with the officials, and the officials all saying to us, "You're actually putting a microphone, a live microphone, in front of this guy's mouth?" And I was like, "Yep." Bobby did all right. He did fabulous, as a matter of fact. Panthers trying to break the 6-win mark that they've been stuck at for the last couple of years. Well, the Tigers, of course, going to be adjusting to a brand new era without Dylan Holer. He's been the young man that everybody has built things around the last couple of years. There's Kyle Hammond on the left, formerly at Edison, and now Toby Miller, the new coach of Huron, on the right, who just basically lives and breathes basketball. Say hello. Camera shy at an early age. Kyle, of course, spent about a decade over at Edison as head coach, and now back at his alma mater at St. Mary's Central Catholic High School. And then there's her sitting around as usual, not really doing a whole lot except pretending that she's at work, of course. Erin Caldwell from the Sandusky Register. Even cheerleaders plot their strategy for the night. They get their signals together for the brand new season. Huron High School, of course, athletic director Steve Camella making sure all of us media folk are well taken care of. Hey, look, the camera's looking at us. Hello. Gabe Birch, a sophomore, wearing number 33 for St. Mary's, and he says, "Oh, where's the football field? I want to go to a football game instead. I don't want to be in here." It is kind of funny, Scott. It's just about the same thing we did. Scott McVeigh, former head coach at Perkins and assistant last year at Huron, and now just enjoying basketball from the sidelines. How do I know that? His wife told me so. Here comes your Fan of the Week, brought to you by Snow Trails Winter Resort, located in Mansfield. Your Fan of the Week is right here. Go ahead and pass up those blue eyes. Wow. Your Fan of the Week. In a much happier mood. Snow Trails Winter Resort, located in Mansfield, with our Fan of the Week every week on our North Coast Game of the Week. Well, good to have you aboard as we begin a brand new season. And, boy, you know, you think of Huron adjusting. It's just like the football team. How about this blast from the past? Dino Caparini, former Huron head coach. But the football team had to get over the absence of Dylan Holer, and now the basketball team has to do the exact same thing. Your pregame tonight for Baybell Restaurant and the Bayview Center Bait Shop, both located in Bayview. You ready? Tip-off waiting just around the corner. St. Mary's Central Catholic. It's the Panthers taking on the Huron Tigers from the jungle. Opening tip-off is coming up next. Doesn't it seem like it's been drizzling for about 3 weeks in a row now? It's like, my goodness. Heart Tongue Title brings you our first quarter tonight. Heart Tongue Title supporting local athletics for generations all across the North Coast. Well, all the flanneled folk in the stands are ready for opening tip-off here. It is Jacob Harrison for St. Mary's and Jackson McNulty for Huron. And we don't get too far into this game before we get our first whistle. 6 seconds in, first free throws for McNulty. And if you haven't been to a high school basketball game yet, you have to understand that things are a little bit different this year as far as fouls are concerned. 5 fouls per quarter. Then you shoot 2 free throws on everything. And there's no 1-and-1s anymore. When you get to the end of a quarter, it resets, goes back, and you start all over again with fouls up to 5, and then it's 2 shots on every foul. So there you go. That's it in a nutshell. Kind of the jury is out yet as to whether coaches are really going to like that or not. Bobby James telling us during the radio broadcast that part of the game planning was around fouling late in the half or laughing late in the quarter, when you had fouls to give and whatnot. Not so much the case anymore. Braden Gill, first basket of the ball game for St. Mary's Central Catholic. Gill, one of those returners from last season, 6'2 junior, getting the first 2 points of the ball game as we look again for Matthews Ford. That turnaround jump shot from Gill, perfect off the glass. Got the roll, and the Panthers with the first 2 points of the ball game. This is Tommy McDonald wearing number 11, the point guard, and you're going to see a lot of Charlie Hardy throwing that ball up. That one not so successful, but you're going to see when he gets hot, he's going to be a lot of fun to watch this year. Gill strong to the rack once again. Here's Toby Miller, the head coach of the Huron Tigers. Taking Huron a couple of minutes to get started, but once they do, it'll be tough to stop. McDonald with his own rebound and resets the offense. And there's the younger Holer, Landon Holer, just a sophomore. The first points of the season for the Tigers. Going one-on-one with Harrison to the basket. Got his defense off his feet. Scored the easy 2. So the ball game tied at 2 off the missed free throw. And this is Garrett Jackson for St. Mary's Central Catholic. Charlie Cafton, the top scorer back from last year's ball club for SMCC. And now the Tigers, there's Charlie's spot right there in the corner. Hardy for 3, and the Tigers have their first lead of the year at 5-2. They get him spotted up with no defense on him, and he will be deadly. Just in case the official didn't know, he's going to let him see. Yep, that was a 3. This is Cafton into the paint for St. Mary's. But that's a dangerous spot. When you take that ball down to the corner, teams that are going to trap you there, you get into trouble in a hurry. Back the other direction, there's 2 for Cody Scroggins. This is where the Tigers struggled throughout the night, was the charity stripe of all places. Tigers aggressive for the basketball, looking for those double teams. You have to be prepared. From outside, Garrett Jackson with the 3, and you can see the hard work Hardy doing right there, boxing out, helping the Tigers gain possession of the ball right here. Scroggins with the pull-up and the rebound for Reed Weichel. And that constant presence of the Huron defense causing issues for St. Mary's, the basketball. Jackson McNulty, nice move into the paint, but the defense even better that time by Harrison. Jacob Harrison, a 6'4" junior for SMCC. Very solid addition to the Panther squad for this year. It's Caden Weichel with that fadeaway, rebounded by Scroggins, and the Tigers are on the run. The steal by Reed Weichel. The other direction for Garrett Jackson. Ran into a whole lot of Jackson McNulty right there. So a timeout on the floor with 3:42 left to go in the first quarter, as we say thanks to the following businesses for their support of the North Coast Game of the Week. Matthews Ford, Cook Aluminum, Hermes Parker Concrete, Noble Fun, Schmid Architects, Steinemann Hafner Insurance, Payne Nichols and Company, Sandusky Steel and Supply, Gnomes Podiatric Medicine. Tigers off to a 7-2 lead halfway through the first quarter. Going to find out that the Tiger three-point game isn't just Charlie Hardy. There's Cody Scroggins to knock down the deep one to make it a 10-2 Huron lead, a 10-point run after the Panthers scored the first basket of the game. Tigers forcing yet another turnover, trying to turn it into points at the offensive end. Charlie Cafton on the rebound with the ball poked away by a hopeful Landon Holer, hoping that he would get the turnover. That constant ball pressure by Huron. Charlie Cafton with his first 2, making it a 10-4 Huron lead. Hardy kind of lost the handle on the baseline, and the Panthers getting the ball back, trailing it by 6. Signs of good business are up next. Please lend your support to these local area businesses. Brady Signs, the Bay Bell Restaurant, Crush Wine Bar, J Bistro, Cameo, S&H Blinds and Floors, Pizza House West, Remax Quality Realty, Linda Armstrong, and the A-Team. Fosco Cement. Scroggins from the corner. Tigers hanging on to possession right here. Panthers trying to employ a little bit of zone defense to slow the Tigers down. Not effective right there on Jackson McNulty, who builds that Tiger lead back up to its largest margin of the first quarter, 8 points at 12-4. McNulty can be a load. Even two Panthers teaming up on him, not enough to get the junior stopped. There's a nice floater from Garrett Jackson, kissed it off the glass beautifully. With just under a minute left to play in the first quarter, this is bringing the heat for Gunlock Sheet Metal Works Incorporated on Columbus Avenue in Sandusky. Bringing the heat in the form of attacking the basket right here for Garrett Jackson. Nice crossover dribble and takes it with the left hand and found that perfect spot on the glass to float it home. And the lead cut to 6 at 12-6. Bringing the heat for Gunlock Sheet Metal Works Incorporated. Heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and refrigeration since 1889. So a little shuffle pass down low by the waiting Ryan Sass. Looks like it might have caught him by surprise just a tad. Panthers go to work at the offensive end, trying to creep a little closer than 6. That pass to the corner for Reed Weichel. See the Tigers, every opportunity they get, they're trying to run the floor. Toby Miller telling us before the game, as far as pace is concerned for his ball club, he just wants them to do whatever the game dictates and do it all well. Panthers scored the first 2. Tigers outscored St. Mary's the rest of the way, 12-4 in the first quarter. It's 12-6 after 1 quarter of play. Number 2 up next in the jungle. Well, if we keep going back here long enough, maybe we'll see some sunshine. Who knows? But I highly doubt it. The Old Fish House in Huron, your home of knickknacks, snacks, and BS facts, ready to bring you our second quarter of the Tigers and Panthers from the jungle at Huron High School. There's your Civista Bank scoreboard. Story after 8 minutes of basketball. Yeah, nice way to start the second quarter for SMCC. Charlie Cafton. 12-8 is the Tiger advantage. This is Caden Weichel up the floor for the Panthers. Crosses over into the paint, had the ball stripped away by Joe Wood. That left it for Tommy McDonald for the lay-in and a 6-point lead once again. This is your team play of the game, brought to you by Tarina and the team at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Professional Realty. Team play indeed. Ball slapped at by Wood, knocked away and stolen by Joe. The outlet for McNulty, and then to the streaking Tommy McDonald down the left side. That is textbook looking down the floor to the open man, and McDonald cashing in. That is your team play of the game. Live, laugh, love, and list with Tarina Sidoti, Realtor at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. 14-8 is the Tiger advantage. One of the numerous turnovers that Huron forces throughout the ballgame. This is Scroggins on the right side of the lane. Cody with it back, going baseline in the corner for Joe Wood. Panthers all over that ball in the corner. Begin to work the perimeter once again with McDonald and Scroggins back and forth out front. Nice little feed to McNulty in the paint. Give the assist to Tommy McDonald and the basket for McNulty and a 16-8 Huron lead. You can see the little signals going on between McNulty and McDonald. There's the pick. There's the roll. Beautiful bounce pass on the entry, and McNulty with the finish. Once again, the Tigers up by their largest margin early in the game of 8 points at 16-8. Afton, nice feed for Brian Gibson down low. And the Panthers are back to within 6 on our Civista Bank scoreboard. Well, continuation in the NBA. Someday when Tommy's playing for the big guys, and they would count that last basket, but not this one. Not in high school hoops. Little jump hook by Captain comes right back to him for the follow. McNulty swipes the second miss. Hi-ho, Charlie. Wow. It's another 3 from the corner as Hardy extends that Tiger lead to 9. Captain a little bit too late to get there, and like we said earlier, if you leave Charlie open, he is going to get hot. Ball out of bounds off the Panthers, and Huron would get it back. Cody Scroggins, fresh off a very successful football season at quarterback for the Tigers. There's that putback attempt by McNulty. He'll draw a couple of free throws out of the deal. And this would be one of the few times on the night where one of the Tigers would head to the free throw line and actually knock them both times. See him smiling there about, oh yeah, there is no lid on that basket for free throws after all. 21-10 is the Tiger lead. Scroggins across the pick with the steal and the score. Tigers by 13. Panthers want to talk about it while we give special thanks to the following local businesses. Please give them all of your support. Kyle Hammond off the timeout, directing his ball club. Didn't work that time either, though, as Scroggins follows the timeout with a steal and a lay-in for a 15-point Tiger lead at 25-10. Tommy McDonald trying to claim that he was the one being fouled. This year, just the same as many others, where you see those debates usually won by the officials. through a double team. They get the ball for Hardy. Drops it down low to McNulty, and the Panther defense causing fits. McDonald off the miss, and the scramble for the loose ball. We get a foul call. Trying to hit the cutter down low, but Scroggins had other ideas. Breaks that play up, and the Panthers will have to check it in. Didn't you see that, Mr. Official, sir? Watch again in slow motion for Matthews Ford. That ball being tipped away and out of bounds. Jackson pleading his case. The veteran official saying, I know more than you do. Jackson with the inbounds. Seen some real nice development early in this basketball team for Huron as we watch Hardy knock in that baseline jumper for two more. 27-10 Tigers. We look again for Matthews Ford. Nice little step back by Hardy just inside that three-point line, so this one's a deuce. And the Tigers have their biggest lead of 17 points, 27-10. Some of that development we've seen, nice development in this Tiger Ball Club, comes from the young man who directs the offense for them, and Tommy McDonald. And Brian Gibson just ripped that one away and finds Gabe Birch down low for a Panther basket. Worth another look again right here off the miss by Cafton. There's that backside rebound, the scramble, and Gibson just, that's my ball. And he finds Birch down low, and that promising young sophomore delivers. And the Panthers are back to within 15. We talked about some of the early improvements and early maturation of this Huron Ball Club, and Toby Miller told us before the game about the great preseason Tommy McDonald had at that point guard spot. And here you're going to get a look. McDonald on the miss, but then the follow. And one. This is your play of the game brought to you by Civista Bank. Focused on you. McDonald just hanging with this play. He'll launch the long ball, which just misses. And Scroggins on the rebound finds Tommy McD on the baseline, and he'll throw it up, get fouled, convert, and then try to get one more at the line. That's your play of the game. It's for Civista Bank. Focused on you. Rebound off the missed free throw from Jacob Harrison. Panthers on the attack. And nicely executed pick and roll, and Harrison will score. Harrison with the rebound and the basket. Watch the pick right here. The roll. Finds himself open. That's basketball 101 right there. 31-14 is the Tiger lead. That's after Landon Holler scores. Jats and McNulty, nice offensive rebound and putback, 33-14. That's a killer when you're shooting free throws, and off of a miss, you give up another basket. This Cafton taking control in the paint, rebounded by Landon Holler, the outlet for McDonald. There's his spot. Charlie Hardy. He is loving that spot, and now he's getting abused by Jackson McNulty because of it. This is your pancake play of the game, brought to you by Sandusky Bay Pancake House. And a $10 gift card going out to Charlie Hardy as the rebound comes down to Scroggins, who does a nice job of getting that ball alive once again. The assist, McNulty, and Hardy perfect on the three. Enjoy your pancakes, Charlie, from Sandusky Bay Pancake House. Your pancake play of the game. 36-14, Tigers with a 22-point lead. That was with just 48 seconds left before halftime. Guarantee if the game was closer, I'd pay more attention. It's too fun climbing on the bleachers. Thanks to the following businesses for supporting us here at your North Coast Game of the Week. Good Time Lake Erie Cruises. Wake Up and Waffle. Cold Water Company. Schmid Architects. Shorehouse Tavern. The Crimus Company. Pizza House West. There's your Civista Bank scoreboard as we lead you down toward halftime. Panthers trying to creep a little bit closer here before the buzzer. Cafton couldn't get it to fall, so McNulty on the rebound. What a neat thing it is to have a pivot player who can get your fast break started for you as well. Caden Weichel, a little reach-in foul by McDonald. In the final second of play here in the first half, so basically this is going to be an inbound catch and fire. Official making sure McNulty is giving Cafton enough room. And there is your catch and throw by Jackson just off the front of the rim, and that leads us to halftime, where the Huron Tigers lead the St. Mary's Central Catholic Panthers 36-14. Our second half of action coming up next. Stay right where you are for more on the North Coast Game of the Week. More great shots from the Boat Basin in Huron as our third quarter comes your way, brought to you by the Bay Bell Restaurant and Bayview Bait Shop, both in Bayview, and by James Roussat CPA, Income Tax and Accounting Service. Toby Miller got to be happy with the way his team is shaping up here at halftime. A 36-14 lead over St. Mary's Central Catholic. Second half starts with St. Mary's in control of the basketball. The ever-present Tiger defense. Charlie Cafton will get the second half started with a long ball for the Panthers and make it 36-17. It's worth another look here for Matthews Ford. Two defenders in the corner. Got to leave somebody open, and that someone here just happened to be Charlie Cafton. Money from three. And the Tiger lead is at 19. Braden Gill missed a lot of the first half with foul trouble, but back on the floor here at the start of the second half. Gill doing a nice job of finding Jacob Harrison down on the baseline to make it a 36-19 ball game. Signs of good business up next. Please support these local area businesses. Capizzi's Pizzeria. Noble Axes. Wendy's. Noble Crafts. Diedrich Motors. Murray and Murray. Hartung Title. Wake Up and Waffle. Tommy McDonald that time with a perfect floater for the Tigers. In a 38-19 Huron lead. Another look for Matthews Ford going one-on-one with Garrett Jackson, getting just enough room to throw that one up and over the outstretched arms of the help defender Jacob Harrison. Afton on the drive, a little bit too strong. Backside rebound from McDonald, stolen back by Gill, and Jackson McNulty with a yeoman's job on defense underneath. Boy, nice feed from McDonald to McNulty. Pretty bounce pass through traffic, and McNulty increases that lead to 40-19. This is worth another look right here. This is just classic offensive work. And McNulty setting up on that backside and right through two defenders with that bounce pass. Great assist by McDonald. 2 points by McNulty. We watched Jackson since he was a freshman on the JV squad really grow into a solid. He had those characteristics when he was a freshman, showed he was probably going to be a pretty good player, and indeed that's exactly what he's turned out to be. Here's the steal by Gill and two for Braden. 40-21 is the Tiger lead. This is your By the Numbers play of the game for James Ruthsatz, CPA, income tax, and accounting. Good hustle by Harrison to catch the play and get that ball deflected. And Braden Gill taking full advantage of that opportunity. That's your By the Numbers play of the game, and it's sponsored by James Ruthsatz Income Tax and Accounting. Hi-ho Hardy again. Man. 43-21 on our Civista Bank scoreboard. Getting to be routine. It's almost a surprise if he misses one of those. Fast break basket for McDonald at a 24-point Tiger lead as they now really begin to open things up here at the Jungle. Thanks to the following local businesses for their support here on the North Coast Game of the Week. Daly's Pub, UBS Financial Services, Fidelity National Title, Leslie Murray Law, The Landmark Kitchen and Bar, Luco, O.E. Meyer Company Propane Division, Pizza Brothers, Fosco Cement, Groff Family Services, Murray and Murray, Mags Automotive, Linda Armstrong Remax, the Tigers with some quality timeout entertainment as well. Tigers really opening things up here in the first half of the third quarter. Caden Weichel coming up a bit short. Frustrated. Tigers with the ball back. There goes Tommy again. McDonald for 2 more. There's the steal by McDonald. Immediately looking down the floor to Scroggins, who gets fouled and will head to the free throw line. Scroggins on the follow. Got a rim rattler. Rebounded by Reed Weichel. Ryan Sass, he had to catch that ball or catch it or croak. No roll there for Caden Weichel. Panthers with the basketball back. And Cody Scroggins on the steal. The defense along that baseline for the Tigers. McDonald around a screen, blows over the corner and all the way to the hole for a 49-21 Tiger lead. Their biggest lead now of 28 points. Just a little bit of hesitation and then all of a sudden, boom, like he shot out of a cannon. McDonald to the hole with that left hand, adding to the Tiger advantage. Braden Gill will head to the free throw line. Well, that's kind of frustrating when you have a pass go right through your legs, and the Tigers take advantage for a 51-22 lead. Ryan Sass with his first basket of the ball game ups that lead to 53-22. Captain from deep. There's long shots, make long rebounds. Cody Scroggins there to take advantage and set up the Huron offense. Panthers going for that pick and roll, not there. And at the other end, going to get McNulty going to the line. There's the defense. Ryan Sass getting it started down the floor. And now McNulty will get 2. A frustrating night for McNulty at the free throw line. It's 2 out of 6. So, the heck, might as well just follow it with a basket instead. Now, up to a 33-point advantage at 55-22. A nice touch by Brian Gibson. And 5'11" sophomore for the Panthers. Working one-on-one with Landon Holer. Finding that perfect spot on the glass once again. And the Panthers back to within 31 at 55-24. This third quarter, along the Tigers, 19-10. Charlie Captain had hit a three right at the beginning of the quarter, and Jacob Harrison with the basket for the first 5 points of the quarter. But since then, Tigers on a 19-5 run to end the quarter and really open up the spread here as we get set to wrap up our third quarter of play. The totals for the third quarter: Huron with 19, St. Mary's Central Catholic with 10. It's 55-24 Huron, heading home into our final quarter on your Game of the Week. Well, I don't know. The geese seem to like this kind of weather.
Those are seagulls.
Seagulls. Geese. Restore Pro, disaster cleanup and restoration, bringing you our fourth quarter. Tigers with that comfortable advantage of 55-24, and of course it being at 31 points, the first thought is if it gets to 35, that starts the running clock, and then that fourth quarter would really go scooting by. And there's one of those baskets, that one from McNulty to make it 57-24. Again, fast break being led by McDonald. The shovel pass to Holler. And then the assist on the alley-oop for McNulty. Nicely done by the Tigers for a 57-24 advantage. Tigers having some fun in their opener. Huron has just not made it easy for this Panther offense to operate here. Which, if your defense plays like this and only allows like 25 points a game, then you're going to win a lot of basketball games. That whistle pass from McDonald down low to Landon Holler. That puts it at 35 points at 59-24, so the clock would start running now. And in high school, once it gets to 35, it goes back to a standard running clock only if the opposition gets it down to 29. That would not happen in this game, so it's going to be a very quick fourth quarter. Scroggins at the line, finishing up a three-point play. And there's your Tiger lead in the background, 62-24. Now the Panthers have started to filter in some more younger players. Caden Weichel with a rim rattler, and now Brian Gibson on the rebound. And Tommy McDonald starts it the other way. Joe Wood makes it 64-24. Charlie Hardy on the rebound. Don't leave him open there. Pow. Charlie, he's had himself a night. 5 threes on the ball game, and then one of those skimpy little two-pointers for a total of 17. But boy, they know where he is. If he's open, got a good shot of knocking that thing home. 67-24 in favor of the Tigers as the Panthers call a brief timeout while we bring you some signs of good business. Please support these local area businesses. Gunlock Sheet Metal Works Incorporated, Schmid Architects, Mags Automotive and Machine Incorporated, Holler Furnace and Sheet Metal, Crush Wine Bar, David F. Cook Funeral and Cremation Services, Pizza Brothers, Dockside Cafe, O.E. Meyer Company, now there's the Civista Bank scoreboard. We play this out with some younger talent on the floor for both squads. There's Caden Weichel banging off the rim with that 3 attempt. St. Mary's continues their possession on the rebound from Brian Gibson. Benny Leach wearing number 11. Weichel, the nice move into the paint. And heading out of the free throw line for 2 opportunities. With the new rules in high school this year, you know that anytime you see free throws being shot, you're going to see 2 free throws. 1 out of 2 of which good for Weichel at that point. Lewis Lamb close to finishing one off, but it goes back to St. Mary's instead. To the free throw line, Jack Raglow, as we bring you our North Coast Moment, which is brought to you as always by the folks at Shores and Islands, Ohio. There's the geese. the pigeon show on the lake and bay. That is, they don't care about cold water. They're just rolling with the flow out there. Your Shores and Islands Moment, North Coast Moment, brought to you by Shores and Islands, Ohio. Blake Finneran out top. Sam Lawrence handing back off to Finneran once again. That's Chris Robinson down in the corner for Finneran. Entry pass into the lane, knocked away by Raglow, and here come the Tigers. Landon Enderle off the rebound for the Tigers, as you can see in the background, in our final minute of play here at the Jungle in the season opener. Very successful night for the Tigers in the debut of Toby Miller as head coach. Tough night for the Panthers in the debut of Kyle Hammond. Huron, their second game of the year, they will travel to Keystone, while the Panthers would host their River Division opener against the Old Fort Stockaders. Winding down to a close at the Jungle with a little extra stuff that really didn't need to go on, so we'll just shake hands instead. And both these teams looking forward to improvement this year. We'll see how it happens as the year progresses. The Huron Tigers 69, the St. Mary's Central Catholic Panthers 25. And that's the way it shapes up on opening night in the Jungle at Huron High School. We'll see you next time we get together for what should be a great independent game between the Sandusky Blue Streaks and the Mansfield Senior Tigers, that game from Sandusky High School. And that's what we have for you next when we get together on our North Coast Game of the Week. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you then.